Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. It's time to talk about muscle recovery. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com, and founder of Team Power Blast. Also got this ebook out there that you can download to get your day started right, get your fitness done and everything. It's called My Fit Start at MyFitStart.com. It's yours for free. Go for it. We're going to talk about muscle recovery. My buddy Brian and a few other people have been talking about, sometimes I kind of push it and all of a sudden I've got injury or, I tweak something or, how can I help my muscles recover faster? Well, I'm no expert on the subject. There's a lot of things out there. I do know that the opportunity for muscle growth is not necessarily happen when you're working out. It's when you've stopped training. You've broken down the muscles a little bit. You've got those little muscle tears in there, micro tears, I guess is what they call it. And then there's the opportunity for your body to begin repairing after your workout. But it's going to need your help. It's going to take you got to kind of make it a priority. And so if you do, here's one thing to think about. A lot of times we go into a fitness program and we go head first into it, or we think that we want to push for personal records and stuff like that, have that little no pain, no gain mindset. But, the trick is really to just work hard enough to just push yourself a little past your comfort zone, but not to totally destroy yourself entirely and to where you risk injury. And if you do get injured, make sure you get in, you get it diagnosed, allow yourself to heal before you come back, and get expert help if necessary. Physical therapists and personal trainers, those are people that can help you with good form, improve your bad movement patterns or any imbalances that you may have so you don't get injured again. But here are some top ways for, if you pushed yourself enough and you just got that nice little soreness, how to take advantage of your workout and make your muscles get stronger over time. One of the things, and there's going to be some no-brainer stuff here, but I think a lot of times people really don't think about it, so it's not in their brain. And one is to just get more sleep. I mean, your body needs that time to recover, and exercise, you've exerted yourself, and you know what, sleep, that's like the prime time recovery time, where the protein synthesis is happening, and you know what, a lot of times your muscles are really repairing and building overnight. So that's one thing. Another thing is to take advantage of that is just to consume like a light protein-rich snack before bed can really help with that. Watch for the salt and all that stuff. I've been recently using this stuff called Recharge, but there's other things that you can do out there. As a matter of fact, if you're talking about late night snacks and you want some ideas, message me. I've got a huge list of healthy late night snacks. Another thing is to stretch after your workout. All of our Beachbody workouts have a stretch after it. And you know what? I usually stretch a lot longer than what they want to do. And better yet, get in a stretch workout once a week. Not just a little 2 minute after I got done working out, but get in that, and better yet, build in a yoga routine once a week. Or you could even add in a short yoga routine on a daily basis in addition to what you're doing. We have something called the 3-week yoga retreat. It's free within the Beachbody On Demand, and that's the workouts are super short, and it could just help you with that flexibility. And I know for you muscle heads out there, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to break down the muscle and then not stretch it. Just let that scar tissue build and build the big biceps and stuff. But you know what? Over time, you're going to want the flexibility and stuff. You want to be able to reach down and be able to tie your shoes one day, or, as you get older, you don't want that stiffness. So you want definitely that flexibility. Another thing, no brainer, but highly overlooked, drinking lots of water. Water. Your body wants to consume, needs that stuff. And if you're using stuff like Gatorade or using a post energy type of drink of some sort, make sure it's within that time frame after you've got done working out. Not something throughout the day that you're just drinking this big sugary drink. That's just going to add weight to your gut, and then you're going to be like, I thought it was all good. Another thing I think is awesome is the foam roller. You know what? I've got two different types of foam rollers. This one and then this knobbly one. Oh my gosh. the acupressure points out of that thing. But it goes in and it just targets that connective tissue and just breaks up those knots. And, it just goes in and kind of helps release those things to where you're able to get a lot more motion and you feel a little bit more comfortable. Your muscles recover a little bit. They aren't so knotted up, and it's just a really great way to do it. There's a lot of pro athletes that do foam rolling. A lot of trainers recommend it, etc. I do it as well. Maybe not after every workout, not as good as I should, but it's one of those things. This podcast is a good reminder. A recovery drink. We talked a little bit about that after post-workout sort of thing. That's going to help reduce the muscle soreness, maybe speed your muscle recovery, promote that muscle growth, and just improve your strength. Currently, I'm using something called Beachbody Recover. It's in the Beachbody Performance line. I love the chocolate flavor. But, otherwise, eat something, post-workout, like protein-based. That can work too, is from what I've heard. And this probably goes without saying, just like the sleep and the water, it's to eat a healthy diet. Go for fresh, go for organic, go for free range, sort of thing, grass-fed type of foods, wild caught. And, that would be great things for, helping your body become strong. Foods that reduce inflammation. Shakeology is one of those things that I use to get amazing nutrients into my body, because it would be so impossible to eat so many foods that are nutrient dense. And that's such a concentrated amount of nutrients that I have Shakeology every day. Try to weed out those foods that create inflammation. I know sometimes it's hard to figure out what that is. But for me, I know a lot of it was dairy. Like cheeses or even some yogurts and stuff like that. And that was probably sugar in the yogurt. But I did a program called the Ultimate Reset. It's like a gentle cleanse, a gentle 21-day cleanse. After I got done with that and started adding foods back into my diet, I noticed my body would react in a certain way. And I realized that's an indicator that it's creating some inflammation. There's something that my body's not agreeing with, especially things that contain sugar or cheese, those sort of things. So if you ever want to figure it out, try that 21-day program. It's that will work. Another thing, getting massage. I mean, that will break up just like foam rolling, it's going to break up that scar tissue and help you get a little more limber and help with that muscle repair. This next one I do just about every day. Absolutely love it. I know you can't always budget it in, but it's to take a daytime nap. I think that goes along with the sleep, but it's helping that even a 20-minute power nap, that can be a big deal to you. And resting your muscles. You don't need to do biceps every day. You don't need to do abs every day. Take a couple days break in between those sessions where you're really focusing on, if it's legs day, a couple days later. Now, here's a couple things I have not tried before, but I've heard good things about them. Compression garments. You hear a lot of athletes use those things. And this other thing, taking a cold bath, can help reduce inflammation. You always see those guys hitting the ice tubs after the big game or whatever to do that. So that can be a big part. Lastly, and I'll go over to putyourselffirst.com and create a blog post with maybe some extra things, but to reduce your stress. We create stress when we're working out, but this other stress that our life creates can be very taxing on the body. And if you can find a way to get your inner calm or just to ease back a bit, you'll get the benefits of the stress you did in the workouts to your muscles a lot better. A lot of times people have this undue stress and they just hold a lot of tension in there, and that's not benefiting that muscle recovery and growth either. So you can go over to putyourselffirst.com and do a search. I just did one on stress, top ways to reduce stress. I also had it on last week's podcast. So I hope these tips help you. If you have some extra ones that you thought of, please comment or message me. Let me know. I can add it to my blog post. And you know what? If these are working for you, you put them into practice, and please let me know as well. You absolutely rock. I appreciate you subscribing. If you know of somebody that can benefit from this, please share it and pass it along. So appreciate it. You are awesome. Also, if you can get over to the iTunes store, give a 5-star rating. I'd so greatly appreciate it. You absolutely rock. That's all I have for this week. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.